quest for the instant cure might actually prevent you from doing the work that you need to do to heal. So it's hard to imagine that all the things we're told influence health, like getting fresh air and eating healthy foods and resting enough and being mindful. Those things don't seem like they're enough when you have any kind of serious condition. And in and of themselves, they may not be, but they are actually needed. And it's hard to heal when we're looking outside for an answer, like the magic bullet. Now, I remember a personal example, and this is not from a serious condition, but after my third pregnancy, my abdominal muscles split. So I had a hole, in the middle. And for the first while, maybe even 6 months, I really couldn't carry. It was hard to carry my baby, never mind groceries or those kinds of things. And people said, get on the ground, do stomach exercises, do Pilates, and it seemed like chipping away at this hole. It was imperceptible, the difference that it made. And I do so much work, and there was no perceptible change. So I got myself to thinking, okay, it's against my nature, but this is just too much. Maybe I need to get this surgically put back together. So while I was waiting to go see the surgeon for the appointment, I stopped doing the stomach exercises because it just seemed like it wasn't worth it. And I was convinced, he's going to fix that for me. And in fact, that surgeon told me that it wasn't a good idea and that I was better off doing stomach exercises. And I was a bit deflated. It's like, oh, wow, this is so much work. And, when you're chronically sick or chronically anything, even if it's not a named disease, the consistent work that we have to put in to get better can be very daunting, and people are discouraged because the results are not always immediate. So it's hard to continue motivating yourself to do this self-care when you're not necessarily seeing immediate results. So how can we go about that? Well, there's a few things. Having a mirror in a practitioner that can really reflect how you're changing is important, and making sure that you have a whole plan in place and that the plan is an embodied plan. You're really sensing that this seems like what's good for me. So in addition to all the ways you're going to take care, that there's some therapeutic components, some body work, some medicine of some kind. From my perspective, homeopathic medicine, it stimulates your body to find a different balance. So no matter what you're dealing with, your balance has been challenged, and then you have a whole myriad of symptoms that fall out of that lack of balance. And so the right medicine, it strengthens you. It enables you to respond better to all the stressors that you're facing. And when you have that support, it's much easier to do the self-care and to align, yes, I am getting better. Yes, there is progress. And it isn't always going to be forward. Sometimes you'll slip back, but we need to have a container to hold ourselves as we're healing, or otherwise it's just really easy to fall prey to the thinking that there's got to be an easier way, and then we don't keep up with the work that's the foundation of how healing works.